Hi guys, it's Down Under Monkey, and tonight I got something special. I actually feel very privileged. So I've been talking with a guy, goes by the tag A2. He's on Facebook and on Discord. Now he's going for his blue belt in the belt ranking systems, if you're not familiar with that. And he's made a challenge log, and he was very kind enough to offer people to pick it. So I said, yeah, no worries, I don't live far from him, so we arranged to meet up. I swapped some blocks with him so he can have a bit of a play and, you know, do whatever. But yeah, he lent me his challenge lock to have a bit of a go, so I feel really privileged. I always feel privileged when I get a challenge lock because people's hard work and sacrifice goes into these, and a lot of evil as well. So anyway, let's get on with it. I promised him I would do an out-of-the-box pick, so I don't know what's in here, but let's give it a go. It is a beautiful little box. Red and black seems to be the theme for all lock sport. It's nicely tied up. Beautiful little box. Look at that. The key's just all like up there, mummified, so I'm not going to bother pulling that off. Just judging by the key bow, this may be a nemesis of mine. It's a Schlag. Nice. Ooh, I can see some nasty in there already. Let's have a bit of a look with the light. Ooh yeah. There's going to be some nasty in there. Nicely done, mate. Yeah, so it's a Schlag, and there's his tag, A2. A2, nice. Sweet little box, man, that's cool. And obviously, I'm not going to even bother unmummifying the key, unless I absolutely must. Or I pick it, one or the other. But even then, I may just leave it mummified, so people don't see the key. So this one is going to go into my vise, because I think that's going to be the best way to do things. Let me just find my holder. Again, mate, thank you so much for allowing me to pick on this. I do appreciate this. Now I can see the core is still moving, and that's very, very loose. It feels like there's spools of some degree in there. Alright, now because this is a Schlag, I am going to use a blocker so I can rest on, so I can pick up in that direction. Top the keyway tension with a nice thick pry bar. That's not thick enough. Let's try Old Faithful. Beautiful. Alright, there definitely is some sort of spooliness in there. Let's count the pins. Let me do that again. I think I missed something. Ooh. I can't even seem to lift that last pin. Wow, there's all kinds of magic in there. Kind of feels like 5. Alright, I'm going to start with my scimitar and see what we can do with this thing. Hopefully you're not just seeing my hands, hopefully you are seeing some of the picking. Wow, big manual counter rotation. Sure hope there are some springs in this. Oh, there we go. I just got into a little bit of a false set. A little bit deeper of a false set. Alright. That's annoying me. Sorry, I should have been a little more prepared. Just need a slightly bigger bar. Alright, back into it. Feels like nasty in there, I'll tell you that much. Everything feels like it's binding. That's awesome. No counter rotation at the moment. Obviously I have no idea what I'm picking because I'm not going to look at the key. Okay, that. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, so something down the back requires a slightly bigger pick. I'm just going to manual some counter rotation on that because I'm not getting any when I push the pins. Alright. So there's definitely some spool action going on in here. That was like a quick double click, so possibly some serrations down the back. This is a hard lock. Hard to read because it's giving nothing away. Oh, here we go. Got a little bit of counter rotation. I might just help that a touch. Interesting. I really have to make one of those Schlag. I just dropped into a bigger false set. I really have to make one of those Schlag shotgun keys that people put in, which is just like the bottom half of a key. It's just as a rest because the keyway is, well, that dick is the long and short of it. Alright, so I'm going to leave one where it is. I'm going to get a slightly higher pick. I might just pull that out for a tick. Might pop it in that side. Gives me a bit more room to use this pick, which I still love, by the way, Craig, if you're watching. Okay, so we're getting some stuff, but still not a lot of feedback. I think I just literally dropped everything back into a false set. Another false set. This is my first time picking this, obviously, so I'm just learning it as I go. Okay, so there's another click. Nothing. Ooh, this feels really weird up the back. Let's go back to the scimitar. Okay, so that's good. Fine there. Oh. Maybe that's my hold up. As soon as I set something, I drop something else. Because I've got a manual counter rotation, because I'm not actually getting counter rotation. Ooh, that's a deep one. Sure that's not open? No, not open yet. Wishful thinking, right? Don't drop, don't drop. No, I'll leave that for a second. No, lost my tension bar. Okay, back into it. No, dropped it again. I don't know how long I'm going to pick this for. It's been 10 minutes already. Well, the video's on 10 minutes with a bit of me waffling on at the start, so unless there's a really high lift at the back or something. Let's get this one in there. Okay, so we're back into a full set. Oh, I just keep dropping the bloody tension bar out. Okay, so that doesn't feel right up the back. Good job on this lock, A2. Mate, this is a good challenge lock. Okay, so I'm getting counter rotation now. Which pin it is, I'm not sure. It feels like I was on 2 pins at the back there. No. 1, 2, oh, okay, so that gave me a little bit extra. Getting some deep false sets, but no counter rotation. Don't pop your bloody tension bar out again. Counter, but when I get the counter, it drops everything else. I can hear people screaming, pick the binder. Well, I am picking binders, but they're all bloody binding, and they're not even springy binding. There is some kind of magic in here. Okay, there's a bit of counter. Ah, got it. Bloody brilliant lock, mate. I'll tell you that much. That was like ping pong in between everything. Brilliant. Good stuff, mate. Well done. And that's your very first challenge lock. I'd hate to see what you've got in plan for the future. Alright, let's get a shim. And get this open. You can see what's inside. It does have one of these weird little pins. I used to have a tool for these pins, which sort of pushed this down like that. But I don't know where it went. Probably in this pigsty of a bench. Use the tension bar. Just make sure I don't lose the little spring. Alright, shim this. If in doubt, shim it out. Now where's my follower? There it is. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Barely even had to touch 1 and barely even had to touch 5. So I was oversetting the crap out of those. Whoa, we got double pins in one. Let me get my tweezers. You might have to just give me a hand with the order that these came out in. I will give a close-up of these, but pin 1 was a double pin, so we had a short key pin with another key pin sort of behind it. Pin 2 looks like double spooled. Pin 3 deep spool with a kind of a serration on the end of it. Pin 3 did I say? Pin 4 deep spool, and another double pin in pin 5. Well, that was great. That's where some confusion was. Okay, that's really cool. Good idea, buddy. Well done. Alright, now the core doesn't look like any major modifications done to it. Let me just turn this light on so you can see. Yeah, no major mods that I can see. No counter milling. Chamber 6 wasn't populated. Nice. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nearly had an accident. Nearly. Alright. So let's check out what's in the Bible. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, there you go. So I've actually dropped the driver pin into the key pin chamber by the look of that. You will have to clarify for me A2, but that does look like I've dropped the driver pin into the key pin chamber. Nice spool in chamber 2. Just trying to get the spring out. Come on, springy. Okay, looks like same spring as number 1. Okay, beautiful pin work. That's a deep spool for 3. And another spring. Sorry guys if my hands are in the way, I will give a close-up of this. Now going round to number 5. Oh, again, I've dropped the key pin down, the driver pin down into the key pin chamber. And let's go with number 4, another deep spool. And it looks like all the same kind of springs, which is good. And looks like no major mods done to the Bible either. Well, that was a really fun pick, mate. Well done. And there is, let me zoom in on that actually, that'll give you a better, look at that. Beautiful pin work. Stunning stuff, mate. Very well done. Right. Good. Thank you so much for allowing me to pick that. That was fantastic, and I feel really privileged. Now, I'm not going to unmummify the key. We're going to leave that like that, just for the next person. So, yeah, we'll leave it like that. I'm not sure if that's a requirement for me to show the key for your blue belt submission. Anyway, if it is, I will show the key, but we'll leave it like that for now. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Sorry it took so long. Have a great night, and if you see A2 around, say hi. He's a really good bloke, and he's going to be a menace in this sport, I guarantee, with pin work like this. Take care. Bye.